Okay, now let's have a look about two things. One is the standard score, one is normal distribution. Standard score, that means we compare the datum with the mean and standard deviation. Okay, compare the datum with the mean, x bar, and the standard deviation. Okay, and the formula Z as a standard score, okay, equals x minus the mean over standard deviation. And for the standard deviation, maybe positive, maybe negative, maybe 0. Okay, so let's have a look. Now we have 3 marks here: Chinese, English, and mathematics. Do you know how to find the standard score of these 3 subjects? So the standard score of Chinese, okay, equals the original marks, the raw marks, 85 minus 80 over 5. So you found that this one as 1. Okay, the standard score of Chinese is 1. Then how about the standard score of English? So the standard score of English here is 86 minus 90 over 2. Okay, 86 raw marks minus the mean over standard deviation. So here you found that negative 2. Negative 2. Okay, and the last one, standard score of mathematics. What is the standard score of mathematics? 80 minus 60 over 10. And you see that this one is 2. Okay, so you found that even English is the highest mark, but the standard score of English is negative 2. Negative 2, that means worse than the mean. Okay, and about the standard score is 2, and now it's negative 2, standard deviation is 2, so this one far away with the mean. Okay, and Chinese mathematics, Chinese 85 marks, and mean mathematics is 80. However, the mean of Chinese and mathematics, you see that this one 80, this one 60. So you see the standard score of Chinese is 1. Okay, standard score of mathematics is 2. Compare this to, that means mathematics is the best. Okay, this time Chinese is the second, and English this time is the last. Okay, so if you study about the standard score, you know which one perform best. Okay, so mathematics is the best and English is the worst one. Okay, so this is the standard score. Okay, how about the normal distribution? Do you remember? Okay, about normal distribution, actually it's compared the mean with the standard deviation and how many percent in between this range, this interval. So in between one standard deviation, there are 68 data inside or within this range. For example, this one. Okay, so 68. Okay, 68 over 2. That means 34% higher than mean about one standard deviation. 34 lower than mean within one standard deviation. Okay, then how about 95? That means within 2 standard deviation. You see, x minus 2 standard d plus 2 standard d. So about 95% of data fall in this interval. Okay, and so on. So in 3 times of the standard deviation, about 99.7%. Okay, so let's see one example here. Okay, now here the length of a batch of string are normal distribution with a mean 50 millimeters and a standard deviation 2 millimeters. Find the percentage of string with a length in each of the following range within this one. You see that 50 millimeters and 48 millimeters, that means lower than mean one standard deviation, right? So how many percent? Yeah, maybe you're thinking, oh, is it about 34%? So let's see. So this one, let's enlarge it. Okay, see? Okay. Now here, given that mean is 50 millimeters and standard deviation 2 millimeters, so within lower than mean 1 standard deviation, then with 48. So from 48 to 50 is about 34%, like this. Okay, that means this range. Okay. How about the second one, 52 to 56? 52 is 1 standard deviation above mean. 56 is 3 standard deviation above mean. So that means here and here, about these two ranges. Okay, this one, right? So you add up 13.5% plus 23.5%, then 15.85%. Okay, maybe you can think it as, okay, now here is 50%, okay, and then 34%, okay. So if you remember this two range is best, okay, just add up 13.5 plus 2.35. However, if you forgot, then it's okay for you to think it as 99.7% divided by 2 and then minus 34%. Okay, 99.7 divided by 2, that means this range, and then minus 34%. You can also find it as 15.85%. Okay, last one, less than 46%, less than 46 millimeters. 46 millimeters is 2 standard deviation lower than mean. So here, okay, let me cross out this one. Okay, yeah. That means here, less than, that means this part. Okay, so you think it, here is 50%. Okay, and how about this part? How about this part? Maybe you can say that it's 44% and 13.5%. Right, right. So 50 minus 34 minus 13.5% is also okay. Or you think it, this part actually is 95% over 2. Okay, 95% over 2. So it's about 47.5%, right? And you remember above mean 50%. So 100 minus 50 and then minus 47.5, you also can get 2.5%. Okay, understand how to study about the normal distribution. Okay, remember about the percentage. Remember this three: 99.7, 95, and 68. Remember? Okay.